We will begin the next technical session now. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Prakash Yadwadkar, Vice Principal of Nettur Technical Training Foundation, NTTF. He brings extensive experience in technical education and skill development. During his 24-year-old tenure at NTTF, he has served in key leadership roles, including project head in Varanasi and head of project in Hyderabad. As Vice Principal, he oversees technical education delivery and program management across NTTF's program. His career highlights include successful coordination of training initiatives at NTTF MSIL Gurgaon and a hands-on industrial experience as a tooling engineer. His expertise spans mechanical engineering, molding processes, and communication training. Join me in welcoming Mr. Prakash Yadwadkar. Thank you, sir.
Elrigu namaskara. Very good evening, one and all. So happy to hear. Let me take the opportunity thanking the organizer for inviting me and sharing how the technical trainings are going to help. So here we go. So when I started with the introductions, it is my self-introduction already, Mr. Medappa has already given. Yes, I'm a hardcore person in the shop floor where day by day in 24 years, after mentoring with many students or many workers or many managers, now I have reached, this is my introduction, because I'm at Gemba. Just 5 minutes back, the Toyota principles or Toyota, this thing he was mentioning, where at the Gemba, in the workplace, how we are managing, how we are developing that skills. So that I am expertise. So here, with this introduction, if I am reaching the agenda, that means the purpose and objective, it's very clear. To collect the best practices in technical skills, how in industry it is inculcating. After working with Maruti Suzuki in almost all 5 years as a training and development head, so I gained very big knowledge. The success stories are there. And next one is vocational skills, how we are building. Those who are passed out the 10th ITI or PUC, how they are shifting to the core areas. So how we are developing that skills are also in my experience I'm going to serve. It is meeting the objectives and purpose. And right now, what pedagogical advancement is actually required for the best practices. Sometimes I used to learn from CGMP, current good manufacturing practices. I think many of you have heard, maybe it's a pharmaceutical lines, CGMP, current good manufacturing practices. Or many Japanese practices also we can interpret. Next, collaborative insight generation. So these are the objectives and purpose set by the organizers. Definitely I welcome this. So here we go where I belong to NTTF, where NTTF is one of the organization past 65 years. It is strengthening the industries and society. You can. We build the skills that shape our nation. This is one of the tagline of our NTTF. I'm a proud member past 25 years with NTTF, where we are developing the nation and we are developing the young students. So this is about the small introduction about our NTTF.
Look at your watches. The steel contained in your watch will not be worth even 10 rupees. But when it is fabricated into your watch, the value added to the steel makes it worth 200 rupees or 300. The NTTF is doing a great service in this direction. Number one, it trains people. Not only that, it trains people in the sophisticated areas. It also provides the the incentive for the man to go into areas where the value added is very much higher, and as a consequence he gets a better remuneration for the work.
Skilled manpower is the backbone of industry and the foundation of a nation. Hiring an employable workforce is the challenge of most industries today. NTTF, with its quality and high standard of education, has been able to address this need and also provide corporate houses with training programs to reskill their existing employees. Apart from gaining skills, students who join NTTF grow in confidence to face the future. NTTF has played a significant role in the transformation of its students and the welfare of their families.
We are not students, we are trainees. Within these 3 years, they are giving us the training to how to behave in a company. If we are getting a job, how to do each and every job. They are making us capable to work in a company as a team, as an individual and everything.
No, as a student, he is totally in darkness. There is a talent in him. We open it.
When you are in SSLC or when you before training started, we were just like a mud. NTTF has molded us. What I am today is just because of NTTF.
The passion in us, the focus, the endurance, and the commitment, and the leadership. You feel bad to fail a commitment that was put in us. These are the 5 things that the NTTF puts you, and that's the edge, and which is not available in any institute.
So thereby he slowly realizes his responsibility, how he should behave himself in the public life and share both the problems and achievement. So it becomes mutual trust between the teacher, between the industry, between the students.
The faculty is very approachable in NTTF. I mean, they are very open to hearing out what issues we have even in the course itself. They take a lot of feedback, and that way I feel it is very good.
I am basically from a village background, and NTTF played a significant role in shaping up we as a person. We came out very confident. So some of the things I recall, 3D as I was saying, discipline, determination and dedication. This is what we learned from NTTF, and it has become a part of our personality and helped all along our career.
NTTF today has a pan-India presence with around 30 training centers, including corporate partner centers. It uses a proven methodology gained over 5 decades of its existence.
We have got a communication with industry where we place our students, and we'll ask them as a questionnaire, what is that new you expect from them, both technical as well as from the attitudinal and soft skill part of it. So they tell us, says this software is outdated, you must have new software added. This machining process what you are doing not needed now, it should be our CNC or automation of this nature. So such information we get it, naturally we assimilate it ourselves, and then it is created by us, and finally have got a vetting from the academic council. And this updating is going on every year.
The boys who came out of NTTF, they could be employed directly into the industry. There was no further training required.
It was a very good experience, the placements here, because we were, even before the placement started, we were tuned to facing placements. We had a course as to how to approach different interviews, different companies, and how to prepare for a specific company, the kind of dialect we should have.
The work ethic that we got from NTTF has been very useful in our work life, and we saw it right from the beginning, from our very first job. And so my boss, as soon after we joined, my boss wanted us to recruit freshmen from passing out of NTTF after that. So at Measurements and Controls, we did go back to NTTF to recruit our juniors to come and join us and work with us. And the results were good.
எனக்குள்ளே இருந்த டேலண்ட் எல்லாம் எக்ஸிபிட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நல்ல ஒரு சான்ஸ் கிடச்சிது. ஸோ இப்போ நான் ஆஸ் அ டீம் லீடராக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன். என்னாலே நம்ப முடியல நான் டீம் லீடராக இருக்கேன். I'm able to control 45 members in my line.
We eventually started doing projects, and we went to tech fests at IIT, and we won there. That was in my second semester. So diploma students going to IIT and beating a couple of IITs, that was a different experience for us.
You can find a lot of unemployed or wrongly employed engineering graduates who are doing a lot of other jobs like HR, insurance and things like that. Whereas you cannot find an NTTF graduate doing nothing other than what he has studied, because he is highly sought after. You get multiple choices when you are about to start your career.
NTTF offers various programs at the postgraduate degree, postgraduate diploma, post-diploma, diploma and certificate levels, apart from various non-formal or skill development programs. All programs offered by NTTF are employment-oriented and industry-focused. This way, NTTF has enhanced the technological skill base of the nation.
I don't think any one institution could possibly cope up with the demand of a country like India. NTTF has is that it gives a level of training that nobody else is giving. And therefore the demands for its training are great.
We used to work in a machine. It was very nice to work in a machine. And we can come to know different machines and different operations. At the end of the day, we'll be having the cultural programs like dancing, singing. The trainee who has joined NTTF, he can show his internal talent.
The main theme of NTTF is that secure your own future with your own hands. I am proud to be an NTTF.
NTTF contributing to the nation's growth since 1963.
So it's all about NTTF introductions. I think this video has saved my formal presentation. Actually, I'm very good in interacting session. Okay, you keep the flow of this thing, but in between I'll add the what exactly in a day in NTTF, what I am doing, what students are doing, with a story, success story also I'm going to tell. See, the skill development is the need of the day. If I start telling the old previous stories, so it's a time consuming. Presently what is happening, even most of the governments, even institutes are started the internship programs. Even they structured like a C20 and some kind of 300 hours and they created the pathway. All these things are approaching nowadays to my desk. So that time I'm just started thinking, why the internships are, every day I'm getting 10 calls. Sir, can I get the internship in your organization? Then I used to ask, why? No, sir, it is a mandatory for our domain. Then I started thinking, where I am born and brought up from GTTC to NTTF and where the present this thing. Yes, they are also making an effort to build the skills. The skill sets they want to add. And it is in the form of the projects. And nowadays they are coming, last time around 10 to 20 students came from Andaman Nicobar, where the first year engineering students, we have given the structured skill sets in a shop floor, in a design, and even programming. So same whatever the curriculum is set by our management, same thing was given to them. So within a 1 week of time, 10 days time, since the commercials are nowadays very high, somehow those boys and girls adopted the skill sets. So what is the skill set? Again, 70% of the practical, 30% of theory. Again, if I break that 70% of the work, this thing practical, that 8 hours time, how we can make them to engage in the practicals. So that's how NTTF has having a proven track record. Whether again I am going to take to a micro level. There is a small exercise. In exercise around having some dimensions. So those dimensions having the tolerance. Those tolerance having the functional ability. What are the functional ability? What is the mainly functions? So those things when they are understanding whether it is manufactured or manufactured by hand or manufactured by the machines, all the things the engineers will get the understanding. So those things were missing in their early starting up the career. So whereas in our GTTC or NTTF, it is the part of the first day itself. So this way the skill is interpreted by me for any incoming people. Similarly, it is nowadays happening in mechatronics also, and it is happening in our computer engineering also, even in data science also. Because how it is happening? Because whatever the NSQF is set by all the qualification frames, it is more or less, it is matching to our syllabus or curriculum. If I take the 6 months of any training, there is a 1,144 hours. For a 6 months, the time distribution is 1,144 hours. In that 1,144 hours, how many hours should be given to the practical and theory? It is a carefully given to them in a shop floor or in the labs. So that time, whenever they are submitting their completed task, those tasks will be evaluated and they will get the eligibility. This is how the journey of our NTTF technical training starts. So here, the exercises, it is more or less comparing to any industrial products. For example, if I convert one dovetail example, so there they will understand what is the acute angle, how the tangentially they have to manufacture that angle with reference to the total width and total height, how they are going to get the high point, how they are going to get the low point, how the fit H7G6 works. These things, mechanically I am just interpreting. So these things will make them to stronger. And interesting, in our evaluation system also is very interesting. What is the interesting? The marks. Out of 100, they will get the 100. When they are going to get the 100? If you are maintaining the bilateral tolerance, they are going to reach the 10 marks. If it is again lesser than the 0.02 or 0.05, you will lose the marks. So that time, even we are able to exhibit, Arey bhaiya, how you got the 95 marks or how you got the 85 marks. So that time, they intuitively, whatever they will become strong. When they are understanding the dimensions produced by you is not meeting the customers. So when this stands in their heart or in their skill set, definitely they can become a technocraft. This is one of the message I wanted to give with these examples. So again, it is 65 years already in the video we have seen. So nowadays we have been recognized because most of the time we used to get a recognition. Most of our, I think many of your seniors or many your relatives maybe knows, even outside the world, NTTF is a well-recognized institute where they are surviving in mostly 50 years or even 60 years. If you look at any Canberra or even Canada, most of our seniors are working there. But now, our government norms and everything, they are telling, yes, what are the recognition factors. Nowadays, NTTF is a very proud member of vocational skills, the assessment agency. It became an education and training assessment agency. So like this, we have branded. So these are the already explained in the how in our day-to-day activities it is happening. So this is what 30% training. So coming back to 30% of the training and 70% of the practical. Here the biggest shift is happening, because the 8 hours of the time, maybe you have seen in the video, even including me, we are doing the calisthenic exercises. I think someone has asked the soft skills. It is a part of our human relationship principle. The day starts with the human relationship principles. Start with the calisthenic exercise. So these things are during the career building time, the moral value is also part of this thing. But how far it extends in a city life, it is nowadays questionable. Even parents are also having this concern. So I can say at least 90% of that moral values they are adopting, but the changing scenario, I think the previous speaker has quoted his own personal examples. Even I can also having the same example where I got the different resistance. When I started asking to my daughter, why you are always hanging with the mobile? So this was the question, including nowadays we all are facing. The answer is very nice. Then I had to kept quiet. I was not expected any such answer, ha papa, okay papa, I can't. But the answer what I given, then why, where we are going, what generation we are going, and it is a part of digitalization, how we have to. She has convinced. So when the latest technology is convincing, we have to cope up with the new generation. That is what nowadays I am giving the message to management also. We cannot bring the moral values with the small restrictions also. Where we have to keep the tolerance. When the manufacturing sector, we are fixing the tolerance, same way we are fixing the tolerance to adjust with the new generation. Because the journey is their journey, because they are taking the new journey. So like this, our 70% of the practical always starts with some of the moral values, where even including the 30% of the theory training. Theory, this thing. So like this, we are having even the latest technology added, even I have appeared some photos also, where nowadays the management is spending latest technology. The Industry 4.0 is the one of the need of the hours. I think many speakers tomorrow or day after tomorrow, they may reach. I think many are touched. Industry 4.0 is the one of the latest where recent COVID has taught us. So it is where the robotics and automation is coming, where mechatronics is getting a very good. So such a skill sets we are developing in all our incoming technical skills. So mainly in the core program, diploma programs, post-diploma programs, these things are our NTTF this thing. So here, you keep moving. So I want to emphasize on how the industries are taking us. So these are the training aspects. So shortly I am going to show some of the videos about one more video about the industry, how industries are running. When I was in the 5 years I was working with the Maruti Suzuki, I was the training head. So there, this journey was very, very excellent. So my training delivery was a PQCDSM. P, productivity, quality, cost reduction, delivery, safety and morale. So the management, the NTTF deputed me in Maruti Suzuki, where I used to go to I was the training head. Every day my responsibility was going to each section, sit with the employees, understand where is the cycle time reduction is happening, where are the defects happening, and what is the root cause. Making the YY analysis and the spot, not in a laptop or any presentation like this also. So it was a wonderful journey. When I used to sit with the employees, the cycle time, if you make 1 minute delay in a line, almost all is 11,000 rupees loss. So in such things, when I was educating the employees, so that time the technical skills and knowledge of the technical knowledge were very, very important. So that time, again, building them with the engineering drawing or building them some of the mechanical concepts, building them with some kind of strength of materials, strength of all the things should be incorporate, not completely theory. So they used to ask, sir, is it required all this thing? At the same time, parallelly in Maruti Suzuki, that time EY some assessment was happening, how the branding. That EY gentleman used to see me, how I am developing the training models. I used to sit with him. I still remember in a tire department, the person continuously used to apply the leave. The reason is what? That supervisor used to, sir, पूरा की पूरा हमारा department का efficiency productivity नीचे जा रहा है. How? Because of this employee not having this thing. Then the root cause is the just bench. So I started learning the ergonomics. So when I started the learning of the Rula and Ruba, the design of the tire, the table, what the fixture they given, it is just 2 feet below his Rula calculations. That means every time he used to bend more than 600 times. his back pain, every time he used to suffer. So not only him or 3 workers. So the root cause was very important. Then we analyzed why the productivity is going on. So like this, the live case study were addressed, and the NTTF deputed me. We sat with them, we found the root cause, we have made the Viva analysis and given the solution. So when we started the post-implementation and pre-implementation, we started the increasing of that smallest this thing, it started helping. So like this, technical skills are next to the, it is just implementation part. So like this, really I enjoyed, and the same thing I am multiplying with many students and many seminars, even some of the things also. You go to the video directly. Lastly. Because all this presentation, there is this thing. Yeah, here, in this video, it is one of the best, where I, almost it's a 12 years old. It's a 12 years old. So I was the training head that time. So I used to go to each department and enjoyed with all the employees, and their core values I enjoyed, and even how they building their analytically how they are building their section or some kind of output. It was my learnings. So really, my delivered technical skills, or where I worked technical skills, was reflected in their delivery. Same way we want to take, I am just appealing or conveying the message, exactly the manufacturing sectors, they want like this. And even we can take the, for the next level also. You can play there. Very interesting. You can pause sometime, huh? I will show you.
मार्केट में अधिक से अधिक डिज़ायर सप्लाई करने के लिए इस मॉडल को गुड़गांव प्लांट में बनाने का निर्णय लिया गया।
इस चैलेंज को पूरा करने के लिए बहुत ही कम समय में लाइन और सभी फैसिलिटीज उपलब्ध कराई गई।
और आज के हमारे एकजुट प्रयासों का ही नतीजा है कि हमने मार्केट को 14,200 अधिक गाड़ियाँ उपलब्ध कराई हैं।
कंपनी की रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा करने के लिए हमने इंजन असेंबली 1 और 2 में रिकॉर्ड 4 दिन में ट्रांसमिशन असेंबल करके अतिरिक्त 13,200 गाड़ी उत्पादन करने में सहयोग दिया।
हमने वायुयान इंडोनेशिया 21 पैनल फुट टाइप की डाइयों का निर्माण किया है, और इस फुट टाइप की डाई के अंदर हमने जो क्वालिटी एक्यूरेसी है उसको 100% अचीव किया।
डीलर के कर्मचारियों को ट्रेनिंग देकर तथा फीडबैक सिस्टम के माध्यम से प्रोसेस ऑडिट में सुधार के जरिए मार्केट में आने वाले पीरियड रेट को 17% तक कम किया। वर्ष 2011-12 में एसक्यूए टीम ने प्रोजेक्ट शिखर के अंतर्गत मारुति की बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस को 42 वेंडर्स के 54 प्लांट्स में इंप्लीमेंट करवाया।
थर्मोग्राफी और वाइब्रेशन एनालिसिस जैसी नई नई तकनीकों का इस्तेमाल करके प्रिवेंटिव मेंटेनेंस के क्षेत्र में हमने नए आयामों को छुआ है।
इनके द्वारा आज हमारी एफिशिएंसी इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स पे पहुंच गई है।
संचय का प्रोजेक्ट के तहत हमने टीबीटी कंट्रील में कॉपर कोटिंग इंट्रोड्यूस करके और जियोमेट्री मॉडिफिकेशन करके 1 करोड़ 20 लाख रुपए की कॉस्ट सेविंग अचीव करी है।
हमारी कास्टिंग शॉप का रिजेक्शन सुजुकी ग्रुप की कंपनीज में सबसे कम है।
रोके तुझे कोई क्यों भला,
It is a habit.
संग संग तेरे
This is all about technical training center. It's a me only. So that time I was the project head there. I used to run this training center, training them each employees on the Gemba with the conventional way. आम आदमी के लिए ट्रेनिंग वहाँ पे।
सजेशन स्कीम के द्वारा हमने 3 लाख से भी ज़्यादा सजेशन दिया। यही नहीं, हमारी सजेशन स्कीम को इंसान ने एक्सीलेंस इन सजेशन स्कीम के अवार्ड से सम्मानित किया।
सेफ्टी में इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए हमने बिहेवियरल ट्रेनिंग और केवाईटी में फोकस किया।
ऑक्यूपेशनल सेफ्टी को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए हमने मशीन गार्डिंग में फोकस किया और इसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट किया।
रोशन हुई सारी जमीन, जगमग हुआ।
मुझे गर्व है कि मैं मारुति के सर्वप्रथम 100% ऑटोमेटेड वेल्ड शॉप में काम करता हूँ।
ने मानेसर बी लाइन को हमारी ए लाइन के मुकाबले 40% कम कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट में खड़ा किया।
हमारी टीम ने बी लाइन का रैंप अप रिकॉर्ड 3 महीने में हासिल किया, जो कि अभी तक का फास्टेस्ट रैंप अप है। हम सबकी कड़ी मेहनत और लगन का नतीजा है। हमें गर्व है कि मारुति का पहला ग्लोबल स्तर का लॉन्च किया गया मॉडल आर्टिगा हमने बनाया। इस बीच आने वाली सभी कठिनाइयों को हमने एक टीम की तरह सामना किया और दुनिया को एक नया सेगमेंट दिया।
See, all the team members are NTTF students. In our time, they recruited. I was in the panel. It is already in the market. So he was one of the senior most employee, where I used to go along with them daily, understanding the Gemba.
इसी जज्बे के साथ 30 साल से मारुति में कदम रखता हूँ। गर्व है।
आजाद है बंधन कोई अब है कहाँ।
Almost all 10 years. So once again, it was a proud moment for sharing the success story, where I was nearly 5 years. I was with the workers, where in the shop floor and even in the results. So that time, I felt very happy. The technical skills are really, because the people who are working, even I was in that editorial board also, even I used to sit with and calculate the OEE, overall equipment efficiency, and they used the word world class, 96. The performance was calculated in terms of what are the availability time, all the things. So very ground level I have worked. So that those experiences are the real strong technical skills. So this way I am very proud to share that video in my experience. The technical skills are highlighted. So coming back to the third, the success story is nothing but Mr. Yogesh. Nowadays in Bangalore, this name is very popular. If you take his background, he is from NTTF. So he was the NTTF student, so almost all in the year 98 passed out. And he used to tell, Prakash sir, I am a very average student, but my strong belief in NTTF is human relationship principle. I had been to his cabin also, so that time he used to tell, I am referring only human relationship principles. So this way, he made himself, even though his background is tool engineering, but he entered in robotics and automation. I think now his unit is in Biddi. I think he is giving a lot of ancillary to Toyota and even Maruti across any manufacturing world he is contributing. Today when I was coming here, I just asked him, I want to quote your name and your success story. So how you become? So again he started telling the technical skills. Because of the technical skills, where he started from the hand skills to machining skills, and engineering drawing to the programming to the development, and development to the project launching. So this way the journey. So this is what exactly we want to take to the either upcoming generation or some kind of any new projects. If at all, because nowadays skill building are telling, but the real stuff, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? So generally I used to tell how the PMKUI has launched. So I was also in one of that assessment body in Andhra Pradesh. So why PMKUI selected the CNC or some kind of computer training? So the analysis were very interesting. Because of their education, they not got such opportunities. So it is as similar to where I was the part of the EY in Maruti Suzuki. They used to conduct the survey in such a way that how they are contributing, how the 8 hours of the time, what is the efficiency they are giving. So like this, these are the things generally required for the skills. So the success story of Mr. Yogesh is very quite this thing. Even you can visit his website. He is one of the major stakeholder or a key person in the de facto company. Even any time you can interact with him with a background of NTTF. So these are the success stories I want to convey. One is my organization, and second one is how my worked organization, and third one is the passed out student, how he has developed his skills and leading the good life. So these are the three things I correlated when I received the purpose and objective. So based on this, I am just concluding and now open for interactions where I am very strong in so that I can connect you each this thing. Haji. Mm-hmm. Yes sir, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ sir. Actually ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ಬನು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ, my friend, I think most everybody knows, understand ಕನ್ನಡ, okay. ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಬೆರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನ ತೋರಿಸು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅವನು ಬೇಕ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ. ಬೇಕ್ರಿಗ ಯಾಕೆ? It is a mandatory, the vocational skills. After 16 years, he has to go for the vocational skills. It is a compulsory. So where we are? The vocational skills. ಜೀವನಾಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳು. This is the interpretation of the vocational skills. I used to ask, if you know the Pythagoras theory, please tell me. You can prove where you are applying. Okay. If you are calculating the thrust force or whatever this thing, you start with the basics here. Where are the vocational skills? So now Government of Karnataka or even our this thing, they are introduced 20% of the marks they are putting into some kind of sessional marks with live projects. What is happening? No. They are preparing the Xerox, they are preparing the color, this thing, the copy and paste, and they are submitting to the schools, and they are giving out of 20, they are going to give the 18 or 19. This is not a vocational skills. So that's why we are developing, it is highly recommended 10th or 12th students, vocational skills are very important. Sometimes the previous, some of the organizations, Nodically, Madically, all the things they have brought it. Some of the vocational skills are very, very compulsory, sir. This is the what, whether you are joining any technical institute, no. If you look at the even our the oldest this thing, it was a part of the our vocational skills. That one I am highly recommending, sir. No, yeah, it is one of the validity nowadays. NCVET is the supporting. Nowadays, what management is bringing NCVET. Otherwise, still our industry recognized courses are there. Our management is still emphasizing on the industry recognized. Past 25 years, I am working in the organization. I think none of the trainee, even everybody got the job. Higher education in autonomous university, they are pursuing their this thing, lateral entry and other things. It is permitted. But what you are talking about, the government recognition, the government authority, this thing, it is nowadays with the NCVET, they are matching. Even NCQF, even NSTC is recognized the body where they are giving the our all the levels. They are comparatively, they are given the levels. In that way, with the NSTC and NCVET, they are getting the opportunity with this thing. Opportunities in public sectors. No, no, no. Again, I will come to NSQF, National Skill Qualification Pre. If you take any engineering graduate or any past our designation, definitely the skill levels are totally matched. Even our curriculum, we are maintaining and making the same skill sets. If at all you want to do only certificate means, nowadays we are getting the faculties, sir. Engineering graduates, they are coming and working as a faculties. Whenever I am asking, please go and demonstrate some of the programming and other things. At least you can explain how the industrial sorry to say, sir. Even he has submitted me AICT certificate, but I am not insulting. The truth fact in the ground I am telling. Some of my out of 10 experience, my 7 experience are like this. If I call one NTTF trained person, he will just pull this thing, he will demonstrate and he will prove also. Practical oriented. So vocational skills and recognitions are nowadays one of the area where we need to take it forward. Any questions, please? Interactions? I'm open for the questions answer, and with these 3 experiences, you can ask me the questions. Again, nowadays internship programs and school postgraduate. We are having our own department called the postgraduate, where we are running the 3 courses. Those who are completed BE, the admissions are happening, I should not tell again. Why admissions are happening, you know? The engineering graduates, they are not getting the job because of the lack of experience. Lack of experience, industrial experience. And they are pursuing their tool engineering or product design, product development and quality management. And every time I am sending them to some of the industry visits so that they are gaining the experience and they are making the projects. So this way, NTTF is supporting for the even engineering graduates, even diploma graduates. Nowadays, for all the polytechnic students, we are welcoming for their internship. ITA students, we are welcoming. See, NTTF has created a brand, but those practical exposure, we are giving it to everyone. Those who are coming and enrolling, even though it's on the private institute where fee structures are there, you cannot expect the free this thing, but the fee structure. We are welcoming such admissions and we are making the customized training, especially most of the industries we are joined for their employees training. The employees training also we are giving. And nowadays the schools, the vocational skills also we are developing, OJT training, all the things, even some kind of CSR also we are doing. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕಳಕಳಿಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು NTTF ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Yes, sir. Whatever the project they are making, live industry projects only, sir. Because they have to, ultimately, theory anybody can do, sir. Theory anybody can. But they have to prove on the shop floor, prove the projects. Then only, that's why the placement rate is very high. Because in the placement, in the interview panel, they used to ask, show me your projects, show me your components. Like this, practical questions are more. So this way we are getting more recognition, sir. That is one of the plus points, sir. Otherwise, I think, Vedappa, I think I'm in time, or I'm in time. Okay, once again, I'm thankful to the organizer, especially I have been accessed by many mails and given a good opportunity. Thanks the organizers for giving me opportunity, NTTF, on behalf of NTTF. I am explaining wholehearted thanks to entire organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash sir, for that insightful talk on the activities at Nettur Technical Training Foundation. On behalf of CEED, I would like to request Dr. G.P. Sudhakar to felicitate Mr. Prakash Yadwadkar with a memento, please.
Sure, please, every time you already have given my name is Prakash and NTTF India campus, you all are welcome for our campus visit and have some kind of customized training or some kind of inputs. We are happy to welcome all of you. So that in coming days, this network will strengthen our young and energetic community where they can contribute. Okay, you all are welcome. My phone number and cards, every details with the organizers is given. Please visit. We'll organize.
Thank you, sir. This marks the conclusion of the first day of technical sessions organized by CEED. I request all of you to reconvene tomorrow by 9:45 a.m. for the next set of technical sessions. I thank all of you for your active and involved participation. Thank you very much.